Welcome to the Roofing Marketing Masterclass. This is for founders, owners, VPs, and marketing directors of roofing businesses. We're going to show you how to 2 to 10x your roofing sales. In this presentation, we're going to share all the strategies. I'm going to be your host today. My name is Nazr, and I've been doing this for about 10 years. I'm going to turn on my camera so you guys can see me. All right. So before we get started, I want to just kind of go over what you're going to get from this so you guys get an idea for what this is going to be about. We're going to give out a $2,000 marketing offer. Stay tuned till the end if you are interested in getting that. We're also doing a pretty wild offer, $1 website. Also, we were going to talk about that towards the end in the Q&A session. We're going to be able to give you a live PPC audit if you're running PPC campaigns and an SEO audit if you're having challenges with that. In this webinar, you will learn about the challenges that most roofers face, so that should resonate with this, and then we'll show you what a successful roofing lead gen system looks like. We're going to show you the results from that system, and then at the end you can also ask me anything. Next, I just want to give you a very quick overview of who I am, what I do, how I got into this. I'm a dad, husband, and a marketer. I have a master's in IT. I've been in the tech industry for 15 years. I've been an agency owner for 10. I've built over 500 websites. Everything that we do is inbound, and I've been in the industry for 4 years. We do commercial and residential roofing lead gen. There's zero outbound, so that means there's no cold calling or cold emailing or door knocking. It's 100% digital, and we're also a Google and Bing agency partner. On the internet, you'll basically know me as the roofing marketer. You can follow us on the social media channels as well. Now, the first thing that I want to just address, or the elephant in the room, is the website. I'm sure you guys understand this. The website is your digital storefront. What we see as challenges on roofing websites, or I guess websites in the home services industry in general, is that we have missing service pages. So let's say you have 10 or 15 different services that you offer. These are getting indexed in the search engine, in the LLMs like ChatGPT and all the other LLMs. If you don't have all the service pages listed, then that's going to impact the way people find you on the internet. So that's important to have. Location pages, say you're in the suburbs of Chicago, there's probably 50 or 100 different cities. Important to have that, because if people localize search, meaning if they search for their own city, then it's going to be important for them to find that specific suburb or city on your website. It's important to have location pages. You can also customize it with images that are specific to that suburb or that city. A lot of the websites are not mobile optimized, so this is going to be key. Missing call to actions, meaning like buttons like this, links like these, or buttons like this that do not move on the page as you scroll down, is going to be also key to conversions or getting more calls directly from your website. That comes down to clicking to call. So like I can click this to call the customer directly or the roofing business directly. AI chatbot, this is a little bit more advanced for you to answer questions when you're not around, or your sales reps are not around, or your reception's not around. Really good way to convert customers this way. Now, 80 to 85% of your website is going to have traffic from a mobile device. Everybody's on their phone, right? The mobile experience is going to really drive majority of the business, especially on the residential side, and even on the commercial side, we see about 60% of traffic come from a mobile device. So when we look at a website, we typically look at it from the desktop view, just like because we're looking at it on a screen. It's very important to test it on a mobile device. So whenever we build websites, we make sure that they're mobile optimized as well as optimized for a desktop. Now, the next challenge that roofing companies face when they're doing lead gen is that they are doing all these campaigns. Maybe they're running Facebook ads, maybe they're SEO, pay-per-click, whatever they're doing, they're not really tracking the leads that are coming in via analytics, via Google Tag Manager. And then a lot of these companies, about 70-80% of the companies that we take in as customers, they don't have call recording set up. So what that does is you're not able to quantify or qualify the leads that are coming through. So sometimes it's not really a lead problem, it's more of a lead tracking problem. There's several tracking softwares in the market like AllRail and What Converts that can easily help you nurture and track, or actually track the lead in your campaign. The next thing I want to just quickly touch on, some of these are obvious, is how you nurture your leads, because the first touch point with your customer obviously is super important when somebody calls in through your pipeline, but you also got to make sure that they are on a follow-up. The calls are answered very promptly. Typically within 15 seconds of someone calling, someone should pick up the phone. No long hold times because this deters customers from wanting to do business with you. So, I mean, a lot of these are obvious. Weekend availability is important. Homeowners that are at home during the weekends might call, email on the weekends because they have a lot of time on their hands doing other work, housework. So important to have that availability. Got to have an upsell strategy if it's a repair customer to a replacement. A lot of companies are moving towards financing given the state of the economy and where we're headed. Also important to offer some sort of financing, maybe like 6 months, 0 interest, 12 months, $99 a month, anything of that nature, so that customers have more options to choose from if they don't have currently the budget to spend on a roof replacement. The next challenge is not having a proper lead gen strategy. So, and you can have any of these or all of these. Proper lead gen strategy will kind of focus on all your digital. So that means it focuses on your SEO, which is your organic lead gen, meaning customers coming through from your website. The second would be your paid search and remarketing. So that would be your Google, Bing. Social media presence would be your organic presence on YouTube, Instagram, could be LinkedIn, all the social media channels. This is going to be key because this really builds trust. Otherwise, people think that you're just not going to be there tomorrow if they need you for warranty claim or anything that they need after the job is complete. So social media is going to really help you build that online presence and trust, very key in 2025. And then social media pay-per-click. This is going to be your social media ads on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok that would generate you leads. Obviously going to be far less expensive than Google paid search, but this would be your lead end-to-end strategy if you were to generate leads for your company. So that's what I was talking about in the previous slide. And I'm going to show you some videos, some examples on how you can do that also. But the complete marketing system involves your website, your SEO, your social media PPC, your search PPC, which essentially would be your primary lead source because you're paying Google or Bing to appear at the top of the search engine page results. And then you can also do YouTube ads and display ads and additional things through the Google Display Network. And then social media content, which would help you build your brand awareness, your exposure to your customers. So I'm going to show you a before and an after or a website so that you can see the difference and so that you can understand how this impacts your conversions, your lead gen from your website. Play this video, it's a short video. So I'm going to show you the before and the after scenario of this website. This is how it used to look like before it was completely redone to generate leads from it. At first glance, the website actually looks pretty decent, but once you start scrolling on it, you will see that there's a ton of content on the homepage, which nobody really has time to read. And this is going to be way more challenging to navigate on a cell phone. As I've mentioned earlier, 80 to 90% of your traffic is going to be on a mobile device. From a design perspective, it's also pretty vanilla. I'm on the shingle roof page, but if I go on any other page, you will see that it looks exactly the same. There's no images, there's no uniqueness, there's no wow factor, just a ton of boring content. Every single one of these pages is also missing call to action buttons. So as a customer, I'm not able to make any decision on these pages. I'm going to show you how this website looks after we did the revamp. This is the home page. The first thing you see is a lead capture form. So the customer is able to give out their information. They can also schedule an inspection for their roof by clicking here. They can also get an instant quote. Several ways to interact. They can also go to the contact us page. It also has a different look and feel when you go on the mobile device. So you're able to call directly from your phone. There's different CTA buttons, call to action buttons, scattered around every single section of the page, so that the customer is able to make a decision to contact us, to call us, to check out our reviews, to get a code. They can check out what areas we service. Each individual service page has a form so that the customer is able to give out their information. They can call us at any given point on the website if they are on a mobile device. They are engaged every step of the way whenever they're on this website. They can even click to call us with the phone number or email us. We're giving them every opportunity to get to us whenever they want to, however they want to. So that's the difference. That's how you get a customer to convert into a lead so that you're able to sell them your roofing services. It increased the organic leads by 29%. How that happened is by adding a calendar on the website, a direct calendar for sales reps to get appointments for inspections. We're able to book appointments because the calendar didn't even exist. It was an integration that we did. We were able to increase calls from the website because now people are directly able to call from the website using a call to action button. That didn't exist before. The website was SEO friendly and ready for Google. All these changes or improvements happened because the website was more user friendly, easy to navigate, mobile optimized because majority of the traffic is coming from a mobile device. Basically, that's what it did. And just to prove that fact, because I'm taking you through that same journey, this is the owner of that roofing business. He happens to be in Tampa. He's a local client of ours, still a client. We do some other work with him too, but this very quick video of a testimonial. Play this.
I'm Rennie Diaz. I'm the owner of Roofex Inc. in Tampa Bay.
Very cool. And Rennie, why did you choose to do a new website?
So we've had a lot of problems in the past with different marketing companies ranking our website and also different companies doing Google ads and social, and felt like it was the right time to pick a new company and see what kind of results we could get.
So are you happy with the website?
So far, we're very happy with the website, the way it turned out. We're happy with the way that we're ranking, and we just hope that we continue to expand on it and grow and get more leads. But so far, very pleased.
All right. So you heard from Rennie. Rennie owns Roofex in Tampa, in the Tampa Bay area. They've been in business for over 10 years, and they've been a client of ours for about a year and a half now. I'm going to show you another example. This is of a roofing company based out in California, in the Bay Area. So this is also their website, and this will show you the before and after of that website. Here's the before of NorCal Roofing and Gutters, and here's the after. Here's the before of ARP Roofing and Remodeling, and here's the after. All right, so I wanted to show you a few more examples just so you kind of get a feel for, revamped website helps you out with generating leads. We obviously have service pages, location-specific pages, call to action buttons, lead capture forms, sticky menu navigation. A lot of you on this call, and at least some of you know this, as you scroll down on your website, you have the menu navigation. It's gone. Now you have to scroll all the way up to go to a service page or maybe a commercial roofing page or the about page. A lot of people, a lot of customers will just bounce out of boredom or just plain exhaustion of wanting to or having to go all the way up. So your menu navigation should be a sticky option. People don't have to go all the way up or down. You should have call to action buttons so they can call you just at the tap of a finger without having to find out what your phone number is, without having to find out what your email address is. They should just be able to click it easily. Even the chat option is really, really good because if they have an immediate question, there's companies that have chat options that have live agents that don't even charge a single dime. They only charge you very tiny amount if they qualify the lead and then they get the lead from your website. It's also another really good way of generating customers from the website. So really small tweaks can really help you drive more traffic through your website beyond your Google business profile or beyond just door knocking on whatever other channels you're getting business from. The website's super crucial. You can do a quick roast of your website with me for $8. We charge $8 for a live session, one-on-one, that just kind of walks through your website, gives you insight, gives you feedback on what you can do to improve it, to generate more leads from it. So if you like that, there's going to be a link on the chat at the end of this session, on the Q&A session, so you can book that call. I'm going to show you the SEO rankings for the same client. I'm taking you through this journey so you can kind of see the impact of the website for SEO. What I'm going to do, show you the live rankings of this company on SEO and how they're ranking for different keywords so that you can see the impact that we have brought. For my client Roofex in Tampa Bay area, for the keyword roof installation Turkey Creek, they rank on spot 1 and 2 of Google. For the keyword roof installation Bomb, which is another suburb of Tampa Bay area, they rank number 1 in Google. Again, for the keyword roof replacement Pebble Creek, they rank on number 1 spot of Google. Roof installation Progress Village, spots 1 and 2 on Google. Roof installation Keystone, spot 1 of Google. Roof replacement Progress Village, again spot 1 and 2 of Google. Roof maintenance Bomb, again on spot 1 of Google after just
the AI overview. Again, for roof repair, Turkey Creek, if you go past the Google guaranteed sponsored listings, you will see that they rank 1 on Google. Again, for copper roof installation Tampa, spot 1 of Google. Again, for roof installation Fishhawk, another suburb city of Tampa, they rank number 2 of Google. And then there's several other keywords I can show you in our rank tracker that we use for all our clients to give next level transparency. You can see that 27 of their keywords rank on the top 3 spots of Google. 49 of their keywords rank on the top 10 spots. Here are all the keywords, and this is 100% real time. It shows you all the rankings for this client.
What do we need to do to rank like that? Now, I'll tell you this straight talk. It is not a one size fits all, unfortunately, but this is a checklist. This is a guideline for you to leverage, use, if you will. We are happy to do a live SEO strategy for your company for $1, if you will. So you can book a call. There's a link on the chat, but I'll just go through what are the basics. Like, this is a must have. You can't really ignore these if you're doing SEO. GMB optimization. GMB is Google My Business or Google Business Profile. Gotta have images, gotta have descriptions optimized. You also need to have an updates weekly on your GMB, because that gives the signal to Google that it is an active business, like you're actually providing roofing services. Gotta have link building done from authority site. This is also very important, because if your SEO links are coming from non-authority spammy sites, this will give Google the signal that your website, a spam website, essentially. So you don't want to do that. Got to have important backlinks from high authority websites, high domain authority. A little bit technical, but if you book a call with me, I can kind of explain in detail. Got to have content update on and blogs on the website itself. Every single page on your website needs to have a B+ or an A rating, how fast it loads. So the page speed is going to be very, very crucial, because Google looks at that now. Everybody's got very short attention span, ADD, if you will. Got to have high page speeds. All the pages on the website, there needs to be internally linked within each of the pages. This shows that the site is structured well and acts as a cohesive unit and not just individual pages. Mobile optimization, already talked about that, showed you some examples earlier. Gotta have your text titles. Your images even need to have descriptions on the back end. Google to understand what each image is, whether it's about there's crew members working on a roof, whether it's about metal roof installation, whether it's about shingle roofing. Images also need to have descriptions on the back end. The customer's not going to see it, but Google's going to see it. You got to choose your keywords wisely. Don't just go after your competitors' keywords, because copy and pasting competitor strategy is not going to really help you rank in the eyes of Google. Location pages, we talked about that. Got to have location pages. That's how you get a lot more real estate in your target market. And then SEO is a long-term game. So 6 to 12 month SEO plan is really what you will need. What you're doing month 1, month 2, month 3, month by month progression of what are the items that will be attacked or done for your SEO strategy is going to be key for success. Again, book an audit, get a free SEO audit or a $1 SEO audit from me, and we'll give you an SEO strategy for your business. I want to talk about, this is a very unique strategy for you to rank in Google. We call this micro sites, meaning websites that are essentially built for your suburb locations, not just to your initial location, but also for your suburb locations. You can be your own Angie's List. You can be your own thumbtack. You don't have to advertise in those lead generation websites. Play this video and I'll show you how we are generating traffic using microsites.
Nazr here with The Roofing Marketer, and in this video I will show you how microsites are a total game changer for organic lead generation for your roofing business. What are microsites and how do they help? They are full-on websites that complement your brand. They increase your real estate on Google search engine just like this. They bring you 100% organic leads. They dominate your competition, gives you a 20 to 50x return on investment, which I'll show you in a little bit, and they're super inexpensive to keep. Before we started doing this for the roofing industry, we tested this out on electricians and plumbers for the last 2 years. This is an example of a microsite where this electrician is ranking for this keyword, Haymarket Electrician, on the top spot of Google. This is just after the sponsored listings. This is the website of the parent company of that same electrician, and they're ranking on spot number 6 of Google for the same exact keyword. Here's another example of a microsite that is ranking on the top 3 spots of Google Maps using the keyword electrician near me. Again, using the same exact keyword, this electrician is ranking on spot 3 of Google for the microsite and spot 6 for their original parent company. So with microsites, instead of getting 10 to 15% market coverage and rank in one city per keyword, you can actually get 70 to 90% market coverage and rank in 5 to 10 cities per keyword. The way we build these microsites is by doing research and analysis of your competition, finding out what you can rank for. We get your blessings on these keywords and cities and locations, and then we build and publish these microsites. Typical build of these microsites take about 3 to 4 weeks from research, build to launch. These are some of the roofing companies that we're building microsites for. Now let's take a look at the ROI on these microsites. These are $200 a month per site. If you were to generate 5 to 7 roof replacements in a course of 6 months, and this is a very conservative estimate, the profit margin on that would be 15 to 25K. This is a 16 to 24x return on your investment. This is where it gets crazy on the commercial side because the competition is much lower. If you were to generate 3 to 4 roof replacements in the course of 6 months from just one microsite, your profit margin would be 25 to 35K, which is a 24 to 30x return on your investment. These microsites come in a package of 10. You can do 10, 20, 30, 40, or as many as you want. You can either do a non-exclusive partnership or an exclusive partnership with us. Lastly, why are these microsites a no-brainer? If you were to open 10 different satellite offices for your business, you'd have to pay rent, utilities, salaries, insurance, equipment, miscellaneous, office supplies, to name a few expenses. This would cost you in the tens and thousands of dollars. Whereas these microsites are a micro pennies on the dollar approach to getting these organic leads. To learn more, book a call with me and I can show you how you can level up with organic lead generation using microsites and SEO.
So I'm going to show you a pay-per-click case study, which is a Google Ads case study as well, so that you can see how we're doing there. I'm going to also show you what the strategy is behind that. If anybody wants to learn more about microsites, book a call with me. There's a link on the chat. Before I show you the result, or actually show you the proof of results, I want to just go through the numbers. We generated 51 leads, 30 of them roof replacement leads, 21 of them repair skylight gutter leads, 17 calls were directly booked into the calendar, and I'll show you how that is. This is a screenshot from the campaign, 51 conversions, as I was just showing earlier in the month of August. As far as the tracking, I talked about lead tracking in the beginning of this masterclass. I'm going to show you how we're tracking the lead quality and the information about the lead. I'm inside the lead tracking software that we use to track our leads. In this case, you can see what type of keyword was used to generate this lead, what time it was generated, and we can also see the information on the customer and what they have requested. So that's how we know whether it's a replacement lead, a repair lead, a phone call lead, etc. So this is the checklist. And by the way, if you want our free keyword list, PPC keyword list, we will give that to you if you book a call with me. I'm happy to share that with you so you can get a head start on your campaign, or if your campaign is not performing the way it should, happy to help. Book a call with me. There's a link on the chat. But real quick, let's go over this checklist. So there's going to be volume versus intent when you choose your keywords for your Google pay-per-click. So just going for the high volume keywords might not be applicable for your specific business. So you got to analyze the intent of the keyword versus the volume. Commercial, residential, obviously not all companies do commercial, not all companies do residential. Some do both. So you got to identify your target market. We only use phrase and exact for our campaigns. We barely ever do broad match because this really will waste your ad spend or your ad budget on Google. And we monitor our campaigns daily, and then we switch to weekly after a few months. So this is going to be crucial to not waste ad budget. Tracking software, just talked about it. Gotta track your leads coming through. Non-negotiable. Gotta know where your money is going. You must run Google guarantee ads, local service ads, because you're only paying for the lead if the lead is valid. And it's a great way to get the first few spots in the Google search engine. Obviously has limited capacity in terms of what you can do or what you can show with Google guarantee, because it's similar to Google business profile listing. Definitely should run that with Google ads. Gotta have a lot of negative keywords in your Google ads campaign. Why? Because that's what negates your ads from showing up for keywords, for cities, similar keywords within your campaign on the Google search engine. That will cost you money. That will cost your ad budget. So gotta keep adding negative keywords, and this happens as a way. This you can do while you're optimizing the campaign daily, weekly. This is ongoing. And then your bidding strategy, you can start with either manual or automated depending on what your campaign objective is. And then we also recommend that you spend a little bit of ad budget on Bing ads, because about about 15-20% of the market will search on the Bing browser, the Microsoft browser, instead of Google Chrome. So you're able to capture those audiences. Usually these are more mature audiences, I guess in the 50s, 60s age range, slightly older citizens. They've been used to using Microsoft for a long period of time in their life. So it just makes sense to do that. Now, if you'd like to get a PPC audit and our keyword list, book a call with me. There's a link on the chat. I was talking about the PPC list. It's a generic list that, we use for our ad campaigns. Obviously, this is optimized, customized to the roofing business that we're running the campaign for, but it kind of looks like this. So if you'd like this from us, book a call and we'll give that to you. Any obligation to work with us. Real quick, we talked about this in the beginning of this masterclass, kind of going over social media, how that is important. So obviously it builds awareness, it gives you social proof, it builds trust among your customers. Very important. Think about it this way. Let's say you're putting out one post a week as opposed to your competitor that's not doing anything at all on their social media. Anyone that's making a $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 purchase, who are they most likely to go with? The person that's doing some sort of social media engagement, some sort of social media post, the company that does not have any presence whatsoever. What would you do? Think about that. You can do posts that show awareness of maintaining a roof, replacing a roof, tile roof, shingle roof, metal roof. Kinds of content can go out. You can show your reviews. It doesn't have to be video. It can be your Google reviews. You can show any community work, any charity work. If you do that, you can showcase that. You can talk about jobs that you have completed. You can talk about your crews in action. You can do videos about that. Super crucial. We do help with that as well. So if you need help with that, we can definitely help you. I'm going to talk a little bit about offers. This is the most important thing when you're running social media ad campaigns. Often what we see is that when you're running ads, when companies are running ads, when roofing companies are running ads, they're running ads, talk about free inspection. Honestly, nobody really cares about a free inspection. Or they're talking about how long they've been in business and their local roofer. Very, very generic types of ads that everybody else runs. So it doesn't really help you stand out if you're running ads like that. What is going to help you stand out is your offers, because that's what is in it for the customer. A few examples. You can run ads with $1,000 off of new installations or new roof replacements if somebody signs within 30 days. You can run ads with storm-ready roofing package, hurricane straps, things like that. Hurricane-prone region like Florida or Texas or Louisiana. You can run ads with the fact that you help with insurance. Obviously, you have to be careful with that verbiage because you can't just say that you're giving out free roofs. That would be fraud. But, there's ways to word it properly. Free upgrade to wind-resistant shingles, free attic installation. You can talk about that. You can talk about your maintenance plan, which is a $600 value. You can talk about a certain 33-point inspection and report. That gives value to the customers. You can also talk about your material and workmanship warranty or a low leak guarantee. That also gives value to the customer. Obviously, the offers will depend on what you have going on for your company, for your roofing business. So this can be modified, but these are some examples that you can run with. Now, don't just run posts or ads with free inspections because no one cares. Give them something tangible to click and convert into a customer. We're kind of getting towards the end. Thanks for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. We're going to get to the Q&A session in just a little bit. Social media PPC ads, zero down, zero interest. This also can pull in the customer because they have very low pressure. Just like at the beginning of this presentation, I give you guys an offer of $2,000 towards your marketing ad spend. If you do work with us, we'll be happy to give you that. And then we're also able to do a $1 website. That's why you stuck around to see my presentation. Offers are super, super important. They have to be interesting. They have to make people jump out of their seat and really want to work with you. You're doing a great job, obviously. Already solid roofing company. You've done business for a long time. To differentiate your business from another business, these offers are going to play a vital role. Reiterating what I said earlier, let's not run ads that are generic or pretty bland roof inspection or you can run this as awareness with your campaign. These are not really offers that people will jump out of their chair to do business with you. We're doing this internally or an external agency or external marketer is running your campaign. Just like you have a CRM like Job Nimbus or AccuLinks, Lead Perfection or HubSpot or whatever it is that you are using or your pipeline tracking, you should also have a CRM and a reporting system. I'm just just showing you a screenshot of one of our SEO campaigns to make sure that your marketer, your agency, whoever's managing your marketing campaigns, accountable to you that these are the tasks, these are the items that were done the past month for your marketing campaign. We are actually at the end of this presentation, so really appreciate you guys hanging out, giving me the time to present all this to you. Obviously, we had to keep this a little bit of a high level. We couldn't go in depth because that would, extend the length of this masterclass. But I am able to give you all this and more if you book a discovery call with me. There is a link on the chat. Learn more about your business, your free audit, give you a $1 website if you want to take advantage of that. So do that. All right. Thank you so much for your time, for the last few folks that are here. Hope to see you in another webinar. I also do podcasts with roofing business owners and marketing directors and just roofing professionals and home service professionals in general. Feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I believe I have dropped the link on the chat. If you'd like to be a guest on the podcast, it will give you exposure for your business. We post the podcast on our YouTube channel. So happy to do that with you or just get to know you. Thank you again for coming to this session, and we'll look forward to staying connected and helping you out in the future. Thank you so much.